move on to the navigation light boards next, and these are fairly straightforward, only having 3 parts. So let's get these cut out. So the next step is to bend up the board itself. It just gets bent up to 90 degrees. Now the instructions show installing the actual light area next and then bending this, but I'm going to bend it now. And again, it's just to 90 degrees. Okay. So the next step is to form up this box where the light actually resides. And again, there's slight curves there as denoted by the etched lines. Now I'm going to try and bend it with a very small 0.8mm drill. Just get the pressure onto it. I'll hold it in the center. You can see it is curving, which is good. We'll be able to finesse it a bit tighter because I think it sits inside the top and bottom. So if I just grip that. We'll do the same for the other side. Okay, that's looking pretty good there. I might just solder just the tiniest part just on the inside the tops there. So I'll get set up for that now. Now squeeze them together using these tweezers, and hopefully that doesn't cause too much of a heatsink. Maybe we'll to get this to go right inside. No. Okay, so that worked. Before I close it up, there's something I'm thinking about. Because when we close it up, this will just be like a hollow box. There'll be no evidence any light in there at all. Let's see what we can do about making some type of light or lens. So what I've done in the past for something similar is use clear plastic sprue, and I'd cut off a length, stick it in the Dremel or rotary tool, and then slowly sand and grind it down. But I'm wondering if we can stretch it, which should be quicker and easier, assuming we can get the right diameter. Candle's not giving off much of a flame. It has to be the most pathetic flame ever. Let me get another tea light. That's better. Let's try again. Okay, so that's 40 thin. I'm actually looking for a diameter about 1.5mm. So I think I need to be a bit more slower and gentler. Of course, I've cut these quite short, so it's hurting my fingers a bit. Yeah, that's the type of size I'm looking for. That's not too bad actually, so we'll do another one of that. Okay. So we'll use our razor blade saw just to cut it off. Okay. And we'll measure about 3 mil. See if it fits in there. Okay, I can safely make it a bit longer. Of course, I can lift it up. I can lift it up to that edge there. Okay, so I'll make the rest of them. Okay, so with the light, if you like to call it that, cut out, put it in here, just to grip it, and then we'll mark a center, and we're going to drill this out. I'll do a point. It's a 0.6 mil. Pushed too hard and cracked it. Okay, so we'll make another one. In fact, here's the other one here. Just let the drill do the work. I think I was pressing, well, I was pressing obviously far too hard. Just need to let the drill cut at its own pace, okay? Okay, so I started to wander off lines. So I turned it around and came in from the other side. And so we're all the way through now. So next step, if we take clear red, we'll just paint, get paint down the inside of it. Coming from the other side again. Okay. So being red, this means this is a port side. So we'll just do the same process again, except we'll fill it with clear green for our starboard. So the next thing to do is to install the lens. And what I'm going to use is micro crystal clear for that. And I'm just going to load up the top surface here, just to try and keep it away from the opening. I'll drop that in, push it forward. We want to make sure we get into the corner. Okay, I don't know how much of that you saw. Okay, so with the lens glued in, we can close the box up now. Okay, it's it now. The back panel actually should sit inside the two. So what I'll do, I'm just going to run a bead of solder on the outside. So I want it to be quick so I don't interfere with the crystal clear or the clear sprue. So I'll just pick up some solder on the tip. And then we'll just run it quickly down the side. And we'll do the same for the other side. Oops. Camera got in the way there. It's a bit rough, but should clean up nicely. And then the top, well actually this is the bottom, just folds down. And it should go inside, but I think it's not going to. Actually, you could almost get rid of that altogether. In fact, I think I will. Okay, so that's the bottom, because that's what glues down onto the board. So we don't really need it as such. Okay, so we'll just clean this up. That side's okay. This is the back. This fits against the board, so as long as there's no high spots, that'll be okay. Oops. Actually sits half on, half off. Don't know if you can see. There's an edge mark there. So it actually sits back from the edge there. Like so. So the back edge of the box is flush with this back edge of the board, which means if I can grip it, I can just put a bead soldered on the back there. So this is why we should have broken off the bottom of the light box, because that actually sticks up past, so it's on view. I've kept the part we broke off, so I'll trim that down and just glue it in place. So I managed to trim that panel and just glued it on, so it's not too bad. It'll be on the other side, so we won't really see it anyway, but so again, we need to place it just in the right spot, half on. So that's now in position, so we'll solder it up. And the first thing I'm going to do is solder that back edge. So I'm just going to run, it's going to run tiny bead up there, and then quickly run the soldering iron. Okay. So as you can see, it's looking good at the front there. So just squeeze that together. And then we'll just solder the back edge here. Okay. Bit of a cleanup, even though it's not going to be seen. So the last thing to do now is fit on that brace at the back. Okay, so we'll just put the bend in the fold line. $90 again. Probably can't make this out, but there is tiniest step there. I'll try and mark. So that's where it has to overhang. So what I've done is I've taped them onto these blocks, because I need to hold it onto that to solder it. So we'll see how I go. I might not be able to show this, but I'll go through the motions anyway. It's supposed to be held onto there. So again, I'll just run a bead of solder and then touch it with the heat. But I'll do that off camera because I need to get right into it. So I'll come back once that's done. Okay, so we're masked up and super glued on the braces there, just with CA gel. So we'll get these primed up now. Okay, so I've primed and painted the boards, the appropriate colours, red for port and green for starboard. So now we just need to mask up. I don't know if you remember on where you can see there's actually a lip on the perimeter of the backboard, and that's where we want to mask up and leave in place, okay? So we just use little bits of thin tape. So I'll do this off camera and then we can come back. Okay, so that's the boards masked up. So the last thing to do is put on the top coat. We'll do that now. Okay, so we're all painted up. Last thing to do is remove the masking. We'll see what we've got. Okay, not too bad, tiny bit of overflow there. Okay. It's not too bad. We'll do the starboard one now. Again, a tiny bit of overflow there. Okay, so We'll get them fitted and that's us done. Okay, so it's time to fit it. I'm going to just use super glue gel and just put a wee bit at the top here and on that flange. So can I do that? So same again, I'll just put on the brace there and on this back edge here. Okay, that's us done.